we go. Hello, YouTube people's world. It's me, Zara, and welcome back to our PARiTY podcast, episode 3. And it's Aloha Friday. No school till Monday. Well, it's almost summer, so school's coming out soon. Anyways, so today on our episode, we have a very lovely friend of ours. He is part of the group for Gamers Little Playground. I don't know if you know, but they're a very small YouTube channel with lots. I'm kidding.
Just only 2.5 plus million subscribers.
We'll find our way one day.
With over 1 billion views, I believe.
Total, yeah.
A small YouTube channel.
And I'm like low-key fangirling because I love watching this channel so much. So when I found out like Kurt was part of the team, I was like... And then Sam told me, and I was like, look, I'm subscribed. Like, I showed him for
Yeah, which is the craziest thing, because I didn't know that we had fans, and let alone our fan is like a neighbor. So it was a huge surprise, and I'm still surprised.
I know, it's so
very, very appreciative.
We're literally next door neighbors from where we filmed this and where he does his gaming, basically.
It's just crazy coincidence.
I know, I was like geeking out. I was like, oh my gosh. Like, I like was basically raised by you guys, like in a sense, because I was very like at home all the time. I didn't really have much games or consoles in my life, so I just basically got my fix, you could say. I lived vicariously through you guys, doing gameplays, walkthroughs, tutorials, Easter eggs even, and
that's like why we do it for people who either can't afford the game, don't want to get the game, they just want to know the story. For whatever reason, they just want to sit back and relax, and we'll do the hard work of playing the game.
Literally, I would just, even it would be like my ASMR in a sense too. Like I would go to sleep and I would just like, watch you guys or have the game being played. Like my favorite one that you guys done that I watch all the time is Undertale. It's like an indie game, which is back then I would watch that and I was obsessed with Undertale. Yeah, it's really cool. It's an indie game, RPG, side scroll game.
I actually love those games. Any side-scrolling game, I love them.
I love it. So Undertale was like my, like always common like rewatch of you guys.
Is it because I had good music or what?
Music, soundtrack, and it's just like it's just indie, so it's like it's really like original kind of thing. So it's really cool. Yeah. So Kurt, please tell us who you are. And
who am I?
Who are you?
Who am I? I ask myself that every morning. Well, I started working for the channel about a year and a half ago, and it's kind of a long story of how we all met and how I
I'm
got
dying
here.
to know how you.
So me and so the founder of the channel is Mike. His name is Mike, and his cousin Mariano. He kind of came on a little bit after, but they're the ones who grew the channel to what it is today. And I knew Mariano back in the day, probably 10 years ago, maybe longer. And we met through his sister. I was friends with his sister.
Wow.
And I know.
It's cool.
It's crazy. He just came over to my house one night because her name is Hazel. She's like, hey, can we come over? I'm with my boyfriend and my brother. I'm like, cool. I've never met them before. They come over. I'm playing this game, Geometry Wars. Geometry Wars 2. No one's probably ever... Have you heard of it?
I've heard. Is that the one who's like... It's like...
It's kind of like Asteroids.
Yeah.
Okay, it's kind of like Asteroids. It's kind of a small game.
It rings a bell.
I was playing it, and Mariano, who I just met, was like, oh, this game looks cool. Like, I really like this. I'm going to go home and get it. So he goes home, he gets the game, and he starts playing it. And he texts me like, hey man, I just beat your score.
No!
I was like, wait, what? Like, I've played this game for maybe 6 months to a year. And he literally just beats my score. And it's not a game I take seriously or anything, but I was like, oh, okay, well, let me try to beat his
Challenge
score.
accepted.
Yeah, I was like, this guy. So I tried to beat his score, and I eventually did. And then he did the same thing, back and forth. So I started to go over to his house, and we would play this game, and he was unemployed, and I barely worked. So we would just game for like a year. and he became the best in the world at the game, like ranked number 1.
No.
Yeah, so he's just like a phenom when it comes to video games.
I imagine so.
Yeah, and then we kind of like went our separate ways, and then he started working for his cousin's channel, Mike, and they started just building this kind of empire of a channel. Crazy. And I was just doing my own thing. I wasn't really involved, but I was here. Now I would go back and visit Mariano because he's like a great friend, and he's like, "Hey man, if you ever want to do some work for the channel, you know, we're doing really well. We could really use you." And I was like, "Oh no," I would just kind of like pass it on until one time it kind of just clicked. Like, wait, you're making money playing video games.
That's like the dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because like he was unemployed when I met him, and now he has like a house with kids, and I'm like, wait a second.
Wait a minute.
Something's working out for you. So I was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna give it a shot.
And he's always made this offer to you, right? Like every time
he has. He kind of, yeah. He's always like, if you ever want to do some work, like, go ahead. And I'm like, nah, I'm kind of done with video games. I want to like grow up. But the offer was always there, and then eventually I took it up, and I just like loved it. I was just playing video games and just beating him really quickly, just like play, beat him, and they saw that I was working hard, so they flew me back out to LA to play this new game, Guardians of the Galaxy, which was coming out. It's kind of them saying like, "Hey, we see you're working hard. We're gonna like let you play this game."
No.
Because it was like a big
based
game.
on the comic book?
Like
the
Marvel,
movie, the comic. So I was like, oh wow, this is crazy. Like they're flying me out there to play this big game. So I did, and it was a great time, and like they've been my friends for a long time. So I kind of just got lucky. Yeah. You know, in
like,
a sense.
Yeah, small world.
Yeah, but I did do my best to show them like, hey, I really want to do this. I enjoy doing this.
Like you're serious about it.
I'm serious about it. So I put in the effort, and they noticed, and then that's how we got here today.
That's how it came to be.
It wasn't just a homie hookup. Hey, you're my boy.
Yeah, I mean, in a sense, it was, you know. But if I didn't produce, they'd be like, "Hey, sorry, like
we gave you a try."
Yeah, they're like, "Let me give you a try." So that's kind of how it
all.
Yeah.
The origin story.
Pretty much.
That's amazing. I love that.
Pretty much.
How did you like get here? Like, how did you find yourself here in Hawaii?
In Hawaii?
Yeah.
Oh, at the time I was living in LA.
Yeah.
And I remember just thinking like, I was working in a restaurant, like a supervisor, and I was just tired of it. I was like, I don't really like my job. I don't really like where I'm living. It was so hot, and I didn't really have much going. And I just made a decision like, hey, I want to move somewhere. And I was like, well, Hawaii sounds nice.
Yeah.
Hawaii, it's close and sounds great. I visited here once and I loved it. And I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go to Hawaii and see what happens.
Might as well.
Yeah,
you already have family here though, yeah?
Yeah, originally my grandparents on my mom's side, they're from the Big Island of Hilo. Yeah. They grew up and were raised here, but they moved to California to give birth to my mom. And so that's why I was raised in California. Gotcha. You know, a little bit Hawaiian style with the food and stuff like that, Hawaiian influence. But
you do have Hawaiian blood in you.
I do, yeah, a little bit, you know, through the generations.
Yeah.
It's tiny bit. Tiny bit, but I do feel like since my mom kind of grew up Hawaiian with her parents, I have the Hawaiian mentality, or at least like the food and
like the culture.
In a little sense. Even though I wasn't born here, I'm not really like full culture Hawaiian, but I got a little bit of it.
Just a tiny bit.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite food here?
Favorite food?
Yeah.
the musubi?
The musubi.
The musubi is like the best. I love musubi.
Spam, rice, and seaweed.
Yeah, spam, rice, seaweed, and some egg. I like the one with the egg in it. Yeah. I used to love the locomocos.
Ooh.
Locomocos. Yeah, but I kind of moved on from those. But spam musubi.
Spam musubi is where it's at. How about the poke? Can you?
Oh, I love poke.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite type?
Just original, or maybe like the sriracha.
Very common one everyone loves here is the spicy ahi. That's
the spicy, spicy ahi.
I love spicy, but me, I'm very bland. I like the original, like shoyu or with the seaweed. I'm very bland. I'm very like
the basic
orange. I just want to taste the fish. That's it. I don't like the spicy.
No, I totally get that.
Mayo moment.
I totally get that. I totally get that. Yeah, I'm usually like a basic guy. I'll eat like if I eat oatmeal or something, it's just like it's just cinnamon and salt. Like when I eat beans, I just put salt. Like I don't put seasoning on anything. But yeah, the spicy ahi, I was like, I like that. So
what do you do like in your spare time, like when you're away from the computer desk?
I see him walk past my door often.
I just walk. Well, I have a girlfriend and spend a lot of time with her.
Yeah.
Gotta throw that out there.
Yeah, my girlfriend. Shout out to my girlfriend, Lena. And we go on hikes a lot. We try to like have a group of friends.
Do you guys swim, like snorkel?
Swim, yeah. She likes to free dive. I go free diving with her sometimes.
Oh.
Well, snorkel, free dive. I don't know what the difference is. We go underwater.
Underwater,
is that free diving?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Snorkeling dive.
Something like that, yeah. We do that. We're doing that more. I like swimming since I hurt my foot. I used to love running, but I hurt my foot, so now I'm swimming.
You're just letting the water just heal it up.
Yeah. Try not to put too much pressure on my...
Do you like, how do you say it, like see movies or, you know, like, are you a movie watcher occasionally?
Not really.
Not really, no.
Not really.
TV shows? Judge Judy?
Judge Judy.
You love Judge Judy?
I do.
I love Judge Judy.
Do you really?
I do.
I was over one night, we were just watching Judge
Judy. Anybody who comes over my house, they're going to watch an episode of Judge Judy.
I remember my earliest memories, like just hanging out with my grandmother, and after it would be like Ellen DeGeneres, and then after it would be Judge Judy, and so I'd watch Judge Judy with her.
Cool that it kind of brings you back to a time. Yeah. Because for me, it does too. My dad, he would be like, hey, you guys are all, to the kids, like, you guys are watching Judge Judy with me today. She's a smart lady.
She's smart.
And you learn a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like, the basic thing that he wanted to teach us was, if you're going to go into an agreement with somebody, make a contract.
Yeah.
Make a contract. You know, and I was like, wow, that really makes sense. Most people don't do that. But, yeah, I learned a lot from Judge Judy, and now me and my girlfriend or my roommate watched Judge Judy.
Oh my god, I need to go. Judge Judy watch party. Yeah, let's go.
Just binge watch Judge Judy.
I'm sad she's leaving too. Like
she's leaving?
Yeah.
She's like retiring.
Yeah, she's retiring.
She's like almost 80 years old.
Dude, I watched this since I was like a child. Like it brings like so memories. I don't remember like specific. I just remember her like just Officer Brown, you know, just like banging on the gavel, like all that. I just remember that. Yeah.
She tears people up.
Dude, she has a sassy mouth. Yeah. She does.
She's very real though.
Yeah, she is.
She'll tell people what they don't want to hear, but what they need to hear.
And she's also kind in a sense too. She's really nice.
She can be, yeah.
Yeah, she can be, yeah.
She can be. She's capable.
Do you listen to any music by chance? Or?
Oh, music. You know, I go through phases when it comes to music. When I was in like middle school, I was at Rock, Korn, Limp Bizkit, those guys. And then I got into EDM.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got into EDM and just like been exploring what type of EDM that I like. And yeah, I mean, right now I don't listen to too much music, but usually when I exercise, I do. I get back into it. But I just love music and how powerful it is. It could just change my mood and bring me back to a time.
Yeah.
Memories.
Nostalgia in a sense.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Have you been to like EDC or
no?
No, you want to one day?
That would be great.
Electric.
Have you been to EDC?
Many times.
Yeah, we should go sometime.
It's coming up in like 2 weeks actually.
Oh, 2 weeks? I don't know about that.
It's coming up soon.
Yeah.
I know you play an instrument also, yeah?
Yeah.
Guitar?
The flute. No.
No. Oh my god. I almost died.
You play the flute? Oh,
No,
you play the flute.
I was in band.
Oh yeah, you were in band. Wait, what did you play?
I played percussion.
The drums.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you said you were a flute, I would be like, he does not look like a flute player.
I look like a flute player. Man? What?
You don't give me flute vibes.
No.
Flutist vibes. No.
Dude, like Peter Pan or something.
You play guitar?
No, I play guitar. Yeah, just for fun.
Just casual.
Casual.
Yeah.
Nothing professional.
Can you play the ukulele or no?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Self-taught?
Kinda, yeah.
It's like CJ. I think CJ is self-taught also.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to call YouTube self-taught, that's
That's
self-taught.
what everybody learned
Yeah.
a lot of stuff
Okay.
from YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
Literally, yeah.
then that is self-taught. I'm a self-taught. Started with Guitar Hero.
Yes.
you
Oh
play
my.
guitar?
Yes. Oh my
Yeah.
god. I love Warriors of Rock. All of that. Yeah.
Oh my god. I literally played Rocksmith,
Rocksmith. The
Guitar
English
Hero.
one, yeah.
The one with the drums.
I'm more of a Guitar Hero than a Rock fan.
Mm.
I love Guitar Hero more because they have more stories and
Yeah.
sense. Like that one's my favorite.
The songs. Man,
love
I
the
wish I could
songs.
remember the songs.
I know. I remember we used to play as a kid, like when I was growing up. Like we didn't have much, but we had like a Wii. So Wii would be like the key universal of everything: Mario Kart, COD, Guitar Hero. So we had the guitar. And we had like a microphone, so my parents would be the one playing the guitar. My sister and I would be sharing a microphone.
Can you sing?
And we'd just sing random songs we don't even know. So we would be singing like Aerosmith, and we'd be like children. We'd be like, yeah, Aerosmith kind of thing, Bon Jovi kind of thing. And then it brings back memories to gaming. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun. Yeah. That's actually how I got started in music. Was just like Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
I was like, I really want to play a real guitar.
Not just pressing button.
Yeah. But that was like an easier version of guitar, like super easy.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, oh, if I could do this, maybe I could play a real guitar. And then
I've actually discovered a lot of music through Guitar Heroes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's music that's been playing for a while, but it's like the lyrics in the sense like from learning from Guitar Hero.
yeah,
I think a lot of people went through that.
I
Yeah.
did too. Yeah. I was like, it sounds really good. And it's like from way back then, like
It was
before
like
I was born.
songs from like 20, 30 years ago, but you
Yeah.
just discovered it for the first time through the video game.
Exactly.
Yeah. So what are your like schedule offs? Like, do you have like scheduled days off, or how do you like time manage?
Balance.
Yeah.
Well, I think of it as my job, and like my goal is to work at least 5 hours a day.
Because of time difference here in Hawaii, do you have to start early, or do you kind of start like?
It's so I have a lot of leniency when it comes to like my schedule. I do whatever I want, except if we have like a new game coming out,
like
and
a
then
release.
a new release,
Yeah.
then I got to be on the schedule with Mike and Mariano.
Yes.
But other than that, I just try to really put in hours like a job, like at least 5 hours a day of either video game playing or editing or making thumbnails.
Ooh.
And sometimes I do more. I mean, a lot of times I put in more hours than that. But I try to do a minimum of 5 hours.
That's good. And then after that, lunch, or just stretch, get some vitamin D.
Always, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
It's like I have to balance it out. I can't sit in a chair the whole
caved
time.
in, like
Yeah, you just can't do that.
Yeah,
And
touch grass a little bit. Yeah.
touch some
Yes,
grass,
let's
do
go.
the sand,
The
go
sand.
swimming.
Yeah.
It really it's a priority. If I'm gonna be sitting in a chair, I gotta take a break and go for a swim and come back, and then come back. And it's all about breaks, pacing, because I could really get burned out, and I have at some point, and then I gotta go. Okay, I need a break.
Yeah.
Need a break.
Yeah. Drink some water. Yeah.
Drink some water. Stand
Hydrate.
up. Mhm.
What was your earliest memories of gameplay? You mentioned Guitar Hero. Was that like the first game, or? Do you remember?
No, Guitar Hero. I was like in high school.
Oh.
No, college. Yeah, I was like in college when we got Guitar Hero. My first memory of games was Mario Bros. The first one, like on Nintendo. You remember
Mario Brothers?
Mario Brothers.
Because there's two different kinds. One's with the pipe, where they just in the pipe, him and Luigi.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah,
one
yeah.
is like the Mushroom Kingdom world.
Yeah, the world.
Oh, the world?
Yeah, I don't know. the difference of the names.
Yeah, there's I believe there was I mean, correct me if I'm wrong if you're
Yeah.
like tuning in. There's like an arcade version where it's like, you know, they're in pipes.
Yeah, there's like
all the time. Yeah.
Oh,
you're
yes,
playing
yes.
against each other.
Yeah, yeah.
Type of thing.
Yeah. Which they had that feature in one of the Mario, like the later games. They had like
Yeah.
an option to play that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, but most of us we played Super Mario. Is it Mario Brothers or just it's just Mario Brothers?
It says Mario Bros.
Yeah, Mario Bros. The one where it's just like hitting a brick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hit bricks,
Yeah.
coins. So yeah, I remember that, like just getting the Nintendo, because I have like a big family,
Yeah.
4 sisters and a brother,
Oof.
and so my parents got us a Nintendo, and I was like, what? Like just like, oh my god! Everybody was like, oh my goodness! Like
Yeah.
I cannot believe this. And we were playing Mario Bros.
Gosh.
And I actually still play the game. Like literally, I was playing earlier today
Wow.
because I got it on the Switch.
Nice.
I'm like, man, this game is so cool. It's just so fun and
It's-
chill.
It's just so, you see also like how time has changed, like how games has
Yeah.
evolved. It's just like mind blowing.
yeah,
in a sense.
yeah. It's like, yeah, I see the evolution, but I love seeing the roots
Yeah.
of where all those games came from.
Mhm.
And I go, even playing it today, I go, man, I know why this game was so popular. It seems so simple, but there's a lot of in-depth things that you go, oh, this is why it's fun. This is why it's good. And yeah, I think about those things when I play games now.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this is what developers wanted me to experience. This is what they wanted me to do. This is what they wanted me to see, wanted me to explore, or a puzzle they wanted me to solve in this particular way. So I look at video games differently, but definitely seeing the roots is really fun to me. I love to see where they came from.
For me, it was like PlayStation 1.
PlayStation 1.
Yeah.
What games did you
I
play on that?
remember it's really, really old, like from I remember, but it still sticks to my mind, like rent free. Just like it just
Yeah.
occasionally it's called Buster Groove.
Buster Groove.
No.
They're like breakdancers
Yes,
and stuff. Yeah,
I
yeah.
love
I remember that game.
I love that game.
I love that game.
It was Buster Groove on PlayStation 1, and I also have like a big kind of like a lot of siblings in my family,
Yeah.
so we would compete, you know. But at the time, I was like a child, like I
Yeah.
was like
You must have been really
4 or 5, and I would just see it because I love music, I love dancing. So them seeing them dancing, break dancing, it was a
It's
rhythm
so
game.
Good. Yeah,
And then I
yeah.
remember the music, so I would still play it in like the car to this day.
Dang,
Yeah,
that's cool.
yeah, I just remember. My favorite character was Shorty. She was the one with.
Shorty.
She had like a little like like a mouse in her pocket, and then she had
Oh.
like really long sleeves, and there
Okay.
was a hat. I
How
just
did
loved
she
it.
dance? Was it like
She's cute. She was like in a candy world. Yeah.
Candy World?
Yeah. She was. They have backstories too. So Shorty was from like, let's say she just wanted to escape into video games, so she would dive into the TV screen, and she would. That's like how she was born. I don't know. I just love Buster Groove, and Soul Blade. Soul
Soul
Blade was before Soul Calibur.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So it's
I never
like
played those.
She actually
Super.
got that recently because
Yeah.
I do have a PS2, and she bought it so that she
Play
could
it.
come and
Let's
play
play
it
it.
over here.
I wish I brought the game. Damn. I wish I brought it with you just to show you, because
I know.
I found it. I bought it in pristine condition. Manual's still good. It's not like water damaged or anything. The case is like complete, like not even broken. Like the CD itself is pristine. Like it's just like brand new. And it just brought so many
That's
memories.
so rare.
Yeah.
To like, find that in a good condition like that.
Yeah. So PlayStation 1 is like my earliest memory of gaming.
Is it Soul Blade?
Soul Blade. Yeah.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Oh, we should. Do you have a place?
I don't. I have a
Ah!
PS4, but not a PS.
They don't
Ah.
play old games, huh?
Yeah, I was gonna say like we should get another controller so we can play Soul Blade. Yeah, pretty
That's
much.
cool. Yeah. Oh, so okay. So Buster Groove.
Yes.
I'm thinking about Bust a Move, which is the
Bust a
bubble game, right?
That's with the bubble. Yeah.
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 Okay,
Well,
that's
Buster
funny.
Groove is different. Yeah.
So like I kind of have a funny story. At that time, I was in middle school, and breakdancing was like really popular.
Yeah.
And there was this one guy on the game who
Yeah.
breakdances,
Yes.
and he was doing a windmill.
was
I don't know if
is
you-
he red or
Yeah, I think so. He had like
his name
flames.
is Heat? Yeah.
Yeah, Heat.
Yeah. I know
Heat.
all the names.
So I was like, and all my friends they were like learning how to breakdance, and
Yeah.
I was like, I want to learn how to breakdance. So I would watch Heat
Yeah.
like do his breakdancing, and I would try to copy him.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is how you do it. I could never do it.
In a sense, when you play the game, Heat is the first character you encounter while you're going up the ranks. So yeah, I love Heat because it's just all flames and everything.
Why have I never heard of this game?
It's so good. They even made a second one. Yeah. Dude, it's so
Busted
expensive.
Remaster.
Yes, that's what
Remaster.
I've been wanting to play. Like, cause you know how PlayStation they have like the PlayStation like subscription. They're gonna end it soon, but they had
They're
like
gonna end it.
yeah, they're gonna end it in May.
What?
Yeah, like the
We
free
get
ones. Like
yeah, we play a lot of our games through there.
yeah. So they're ending it. So the subscription they had like this archived one. So they would play like Ratchet and Clank, all the old ones. So I want a Buster Groove remaster.
I know, that'd be so cool.
They did one for also. I played one called PARiTY the Rapper.
PARiTY the Rapper. Oh, I love that game.
It's the
PARiTY
same
the
thing.
Rapper.
The rhythm game.
Yeah,
so I
the rhythm. I guess I was into rhythm
And
games.
then the Lammy Jammy one,
Lammy Jammy?
the female version of it. She's like a
Oh,
dog.
okay. Yeah.
So they have PARiTY the Rapper. So I would play the demo version.
This is so funny.
Yeah, I just love
The demo. Yeah, the demo I played like endless amount of times.
So yeah.
And then I think I rented the game one time. And it was like too hard for me.
Yeah, it is hard. Now that I think about it, I'm like, how did my parents like conquer this? Because they would play it for us because we were too young to play it.
Yeah.
So they would like try to beat the level for us so we could just watch them. Basically, I was living vicariously through them. I was like,
they were like streaming. They were live
basically.
streaming.
Yeah, because they would do that hack where it's like I would be fussy. I would be throwing tantrums like I want to play, and they would like take the one player. They would take the one-player card and then just give me the controller, so it makes me think.
That's the parents' trick for all
That's the
parents.
life hack,
Right?
honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
That's great.
I would think I'm like playing and stuff. Dude,
Yeah.
yeah. I just remember too when I was playing Soul Blade with my sisters, I would always get so competitive. I would be like, I want to beat her, I want to win. And then they would just give me a petty, like, kick me off the ring kind of thing. And I would just end it. I was just like, I was so competitive. Like,
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I wanted to win. Yeah.
Dang. You still competitive?
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe. A little bit.
Yeah. So, like, on the estimate, like, how many games have you played for the channel? Like, at the top of your head.
Okay, so I was kind of thinking about that, and I'd say on average I'll play like at least 5 games a month, like to the entirety, like 5 games a month. So I've been working for them for a year and a half, a little over a year and a half. I don't know what the math is.
Me too. 12 times 5.
12 times 5 is 60.
60?
And then half of
Plus
that.
a half, 30, 90.
Yeah.
Okay. So
About 90 games, roughly almost
Over
100
100.
games.
Over. Yeah, because sometimes I'll do like 6 or 7, but a minimum 5.
That's good.
So yeah, like 100 games,
It's crazy.
which is crazy even to me because before working for the channel,
Only
I
one.
didn't. Yeah, like I played Metal Gear Solid to its entirety, and I can't even remember any other game. I never played games to finish. I always gave up. I was
Play
like,
just to play.
Why is he me? I don't know why, but I
Huh?
like very me. Like I would
Yeah.
buy the game and then I would try to start it and I was like, it's too hard.
Yeah, same- I was
it's
same.
still in my Switch, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I would just be like, yeah.
Like for me, like I have a lot of Pokemon games because I love Pokemon, but
Yeah.
the least time I spent time on was the Arceus one, the Pokemon Arceus. It's like the old, like back, like how you say it?
The
like,
original?
Not the original. It's like a twist. So it's like from Pokemon Diamond, but they're bringing it to like prehistoric time. So to the time of Arceus. Anyways, yeah. So that's the game I didn't play a lot of. So I would just buy games and then I would just not really complete it. But
Yeah.
I'm trying to fix that with Breath of the Wild. Yeah.
I hope you do.
Yeah.
The only reason why I'm finishing games now is because it's part of my job. But I really, really, I enjoy it. Like the challenge of like, it's hard,
Yeah.
but you gotta finish it anyways.
The one for me too, I think similar too, is Mario Odyssey. I bought the game like maybe like 2 years ago or something like that, and then I was like, I need to finish this game, and I'm at the point where I'm like almost ending the game, so I'm like, I need to finish it. Yeah.
you could do it.
Yeah.
It just takes time,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and consistency.
Perseverance.
Perseverance. That's the word. That's the word.
Yeah.
That's the word. Definitely.
What's it like filming for like the channel, like in terms of content creating?
Like a typical day.
Yeah. Like what time?
Typical
Or
day.
like do you start like in the morning?
Preparation. How do you prepare, right?
Yeah, mentally.
No mental.
Oh.
I just go, okay, what's next? Yeah, I just see like what I need to do, and
But the controller wise, like you always like, because all the games different, right? As far as like learning the controls.
you know, that's a good point. That's actually a big thing. Is a lot of the games have different button configurations, and basically the hardest part of playing a new game is
configuring
figuring out
controls.
the buttons, especially when they're different from the last game you just played yesterday. And then you got so used to those because you played that game for 10 to 15 hours. Now you got a new game to learn the buttons, and sometimes they're similar, but a lot of times
Different.
they're almost opposite. Like this is shoot now, and this is duck, and you're like, oh man.
No.
So it takes hours.
I
to,
get
like,
that way too. It's like I would be playing like Overwatch for one game, and I would be like, or something like I remember I would be playing like God of War, and then next week playing Hogwarts Legacy, and I'm like, oh wait, this is like
Yeah.
to shoot, or you know, this is to like block kind of
Yeah.
thing. It just gets in my head.
It screws you up.
Yeah.
And then to make it even a little bit more difficult is like, if it's a new game, you don't want the beginning of the game to be like you pushing wrong buttons.
Just you walking around.
Yeah.
It's like,
Or like you mean to shoot, but you're actually like crouching, and you're like, oh no, that's embarrassing, because you know a lot of people are gonna watch it. So that's like something I thought about a lot. Of like, I gotta get the buttons down before I
hit record. Or
I try to figure that out as much as I can and just like implant it in my brain so that I don't make those mistakes, because it kind of makes you look like an amateur.
Yeah.
And we don't want to look like an amateur.
Yeah. How do you guys decide as like a group, like who gets to play what games? Like with Mike, Mariano, you. Like how do you guys just kind of?
Yeah, that's a good question. So right now it's Mike and Mariano. They're like the main guys of the channel. And then there's me, Javi, and Mystery.
A lot.
So there's like three guys like me. And Mike and Mariano figure out, they divvy up the games based on what they think our strengths are,
Yes.
what we enjoy, basically that.
Yeah, like
you
your
know.
interests.
Yeah, like what games do you like to play? What games are you good at? What games do you not like to play?
What was your strength? Or like, what's your strength? Are you good at FPS or you, how you say, open world or sandbox kind of type?
I would say I don't really know what my strengths are, but I guess first-person shooters, because I played Halo like a ton. COD, I played COD for a few years. So first-person shooters, you know, definitely a strength. Even third-person shooters. Let's say, what do you call it? The Souls-like games. You know, I think
Beyond
that
Two Souls.
yeah,
Something like that.
Souls-like, yeah. What was that?
Beyond Two Souls.
No, I don't know about
It's like, do you know Detroit Becomes Human kind of thing? It's like
I do know that game.
Is it like that one? Like it's not really much game or like action. It's more like choice-based game.
Okay, no, it's not like that.
Okay.
Souls, sorry. Souls-like is like, it's a really, it's like Dark Souls.
Oh, okay, yes.
Sekiro is like one of those Souls-like
Gotcha.
games. Those are extremely difficult.
Yeah.
I know one of the guys, Mystery, he's really good at those.
Elden Ring? I think that's...
Elden Ring, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Mystery played Elden Ring, I believe.
Ooh.
So like, these games are very difficult, and I'm starting to really enjoy them,
Nice.
even though they're really hard. So...
Have you played Elden Ring?
No.
No?
Because it's just like...
It's difficult.
Yeah, it's difficult, and it's like you got to get into it, and
Yeah.
you got to spend a lot of time.
Yeah.
So I was just like, you know, I'm not going to even get started because I have like other things to do. But yeah, our boy Mystery, he played that game, and it did really well. I think he really liked it.
Elden Ring is top tier. It won Game of the Year, I think, this year, I think. Pretty sure.
Or God of War, or something. Was it God of War?
I'm pretty sure
remember.
it was a toss-up between God of War or Elden Ring. I think Elden Ring.
They pulled it off.
I think so. I'm trying to remember because it kicked off.
Yeah.
It's really, but it's the same thing. Both games are amazing. God of War and Elden Ring.
I know, they're incredible. Incredible games.
They're very good. Yeah. I'm starting God of War. Like,
Are you?
Yeah.
That's a really hard game.
It is.
Like,
but me too. If I'm the person that'd be like, difficulty level easy.
yeah.
That's me.
Start on easy
Yeah,
and
that's
then
it.
see what
Just
you got.
work my way.
Yeah, work
Do
your
you,
way.
where you go with like, where's your difficulty mode? Are you medium or are you like pro? Like,
well, we always play the games on at least
average?
normal.
Normal mode.
Yeah, if we're gonna play a new game, it's like we're not gonna play it on easy. We're gonna play it on normal because we want people to
Level
see
thing, yeah.
like. We want people to see not us just steamrolling over the game.
Somewhat
you know?
challenging.
Yeah, we want people to see a challenge, good gameplay, and that's why you know we want
True.
challenge, good gameplay.
I think I can also like watching someone like, you know, like a YouTuber or like a gaming channel. I'd want to like kind of just see how far the game can like make you like challenge yourself in a sense too. So that's the way I see it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and exactly. So, sometimes we'll play the game on normal, and then we'll make another video and say, "This is the
Take it up a
game."
notch.
Yeah, this is the game on extreme.
Yeah.
And we'll release that, and sometimes those videos do good
Yes, they do.
there's
They
an
wanna
audience.
see the
Yeah.
extreme levels, like how hard it can be.
Yeah.
Like I know in Last of Us, there's like a mode where it's like the hardest mode of all. It's like even when you're around a clicker, and if you just like reload, the clicker's gonna hear you. I know it's difficult. Yeah.
Grounded, I think, is the name of the difficulty.
It's crazy.
But yeah, that's like, I didn't play that one on Grounded. I think one of our other guys, Mystery, I think he did that. But yeah, there's some games that I won't touch on the hardest difficulty, but there's some games that I will, because I played it on normal, so I could play it on the difficulty, harder difficulty. But yeah, I really enjoy hard games though. Like the harder, the better, because it's more gratifying. Unless we're on a time crunch, and I want it to be a little bit easier. I'm like, hey man, I just want it to be easy.
Yeah.
But if I have time, I'm like, yeah, I want a challenge. I want a challenge.
Nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, like have you guys ever encountered like if a game was like too difficult for you, you would pass it on, or do you guys kind of just scratch it off the board kind of thing? Like see.
Yeah, if it's too difficult,
You just kind of adjust the difficulty. In a sense?
sometimes you can't.
You can't.
Yeah, there's some games where you just can't adjust. It's just one difficulty, like the Souls-like games.
Yeah. What would you do with those games? Would you pass it on or?
So either we just won't do it. Well, there was so Sekiro was one game where it was like really, really hard, and nobody kind of wanted to do it because it was already too late for it to be like a big video. But when I came, I was just doing any game. I was like, I'll take any game you guys want, just to show you guys that I can do it. And they're like, oh yeah, we got this game Sekiro. And they're like, it's hard. I was like, oh yeah, man, I got this. Like, it's hard. Like, give it to me. And then I played it, and I literally was like, no,
take it back,
I'm giving up. But then I went to bed, woke up next day. I was like, oh, let me get one more shot. And then.
No, I do get like that too. Like if it's like Mario, I'm very basic like Mario. If it's like I'm trying to beat Bowser, I'll be like, I'm getting all like rage quitty here, you know. And then I would come back the next day, maybe leave the game for like a couple days. I'll come back and I'll be like, okay, got it done.
Exactly, fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of like how I was. I was like, oh, I gave up, this too hard. And then I come back next day, like, let me get another shot. And eventually, I did beat the game, and it was the hardest game I'll ever play. But it was the most gratifying, and it was eventually the most intricate, detailed game that I just love. So it's like the harder the game is, and you can't adjust the difficulty, and you actually beat it, it's really, really gratifying.
It is.
And so, yeah, I forgot what the question was.
So yeah, basically, so Sekiro.
Games that are like kind of too hard. So yeah, this last game, Crime Boss, right? That was the game that I was supposed to play. I kind of gave up on it because it was very, very difficult, and the game was really, really bad. And I couldn't do
Yeah.
it. Like in the limited amount of time, I was like, I don't know if it's worth it, guys. Like for me to put in all this time, it might take like a few more days to do.
Mm-hmm.
And so eventually they're like, yeah, just pass on it, because the game didn't do well in general.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, but I just felt so bad.
You're like, gamers go.
Yeah,
like, I wanna
gamers
finish
go.
it.
Yeah, you know, I was like, oh man.
All this time I spent on this game, I just want to
Yeah.
like at least finish it, you know.
And some part of me was like, okay, well, I'll come back to it and I'll beat it, because I don't want to just give up.
Mm-hmm.
But I've learned that sometimes it's just not worth the time.
True. Yeah, there will be games that are not quite good in a sense, you
Yeah.
know, that need still more tweaks and all that.
Yeah.
And so yeah.
And it's hard to like,
Yeah.
it's just not worth it sometimes.
True. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know the one game I think I hear people talking is like No Man's Sky, and like like had high hopes and then just like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That happens
Yeah.
quite a bit, actually.
It's like a game that's like too hyped, and then when they actually play it, it's just like.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm that person that like I would read, kind of get a general like census if it's like worth paying for like a game, you know, because games are
expensive. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like
Yeah.
$60, kind
They're
of. Yeah.
crazy.
I think I spent because Hogwarts Legacy
Yeah.
was like a big risk I took, because Hogwarts Legacy had like backlash in a sense because of Harry Potter and all that, and I was such a Potterhead. And I remember I paid like $80.
You did?
Yeah, like 70, because I had like DLC. I
Yeah,
wanted
right.
it 3 days before.
Wow.
And so, but it's worth it. Yeah, 10 out of 10.
So you've played it and.
Yeah, so I'm almost finished.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm almost finished. I'm working my way. I'm that person. I take my time.
Yeah.
So I don't think I'm quite in your team. Like
No,
I like
yeah,
take
yeah.
my time with games. Like
I would too if
Yeah.
like I didn't have to, but like, yeah, I like to spend my time.
time. Like I like going every single room. I won't finish that room.
Yeah.
Like, I won't move on to the next room if I'm like
Yeah.
done like thoroughly inspecting kind of thing.
That's cool. That's cool. You're 100%er.
I am. I
Yeah.
do. I think that's why I'm like I don't want to. I like how you say it, slack off the games, or like I don't finish the games because I want to make sure it's perfect kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like in Mario Odyssey, I need to collect all the moons because you have to collect moons to power up your ship. So I need to collect all the moons. That's me. Yeah.
That's cool. OCD.
Yeah.
No, I wish I was more like that, and I have to be a little bit more like that, because before I'm just like speed through
Speed
it.
runs. Yeah, I can't speed run.
No.
Sorry. No.
Yeah.
That's not me.
It's okay. I'm trying to like now tone it down, take my time, because people want to see. They kind of want to see the exploration of the area, stuff like that. So I'm catering to like what people actually want, not just what I want to do.
True. I think that's a good mindset too. Like you're thinking of what your audience would
Yeah.
want, and it will definitely pay off because people will be pressing or clicking.
Yeah, if they
basically.
like it. If they like it. And
Even like Easter eggs too. Like they want to see what you can see before they see it, kind of thing, and they'll
Yeah.
be like, oh, "That's amazing! I didn't even see that."
Yeah.
That's me too.
You love Easter eggs. Huh?
I do. I really love Easter eggs. Yeah, pretty much. Do you have a favorite like soundtrack? Like after playing so many games.
Soundtrack. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, you know what? Yeah, I did think about this. So, okay, so sometimes a game has such a cool soundtrack.
Yes, they do. Yeah.
And I'll go on Spotify and I'll look up the game, and sure enough, there's
The whole playlist.
the thing. Yeah. So that has happened to me twice, where I was like, "Wow, this is amazing," and I looked it up on Spotify.
Is it Sekiro?
No, it wasn't that one. No, that didn't have a good soundtrack. There is this a small indie game called The Gunk.
The Gun.
Yeah, probably no one's ever heard
No.
of it. It's just a small game. I
Now I
played
wanna
it
know.
many years ago, and the music. It was actually a really amazing game for me, because the music was so cool, really ambient, kind of darker music. I was like, man, I really like this. So I looked on Spotify and I saved the playlist, and then this game that just came out, Road 96. Small game. I was like, it's a rhythm game actually, so it was really fun. And I was like, I really like this music. It's really cool. Like, I really like it. So I looked on Spotify and I was listening to music. I was like, hey. Had people over. I was playing the music and they're like, what the heck is this? I'm like, sorry guys, it's just
No,
thing,
I'm that person too. It's like, you know, when Spotify would be like Spotify, like end of the year Spotify, like where you were at. That's me. I'm like video game soundtracks. Mine would be Undertale. So the game,
Undertale?
yeah, the same game I watched your guys' gameplay was Undertale. It's the indie guy. It's just like this one guy, and he made all the sounds. But it's like not a full length song. It was more like maybe a minute, but it was just so good. Yeah, Undertale, and then what's another soundtrack? Trying to think. Overwatch has some good ones.
Yeah.
Just in terms of like the maps, what they have. But the main one for me is Undertale. I'm trying to think at the top of my head now. Woo! Because I listen to a lot. Buster Group, obviously. I love Buster Group.
Do they have that on Spotify?
No, they have it on YouTube. Just like
YouTube.
They would play the game and then they would just show it on YouTube. So I would just play like the Japanese version, you know.
Yeah.
I love that.
Okay, so for PARiTY the rapper, I remember this one part. Go punch, kick. It's
Yes,
all in the mind.
yes, the first one.
Yeah.
My favorite one is the car. Do you know what we touched? I
probably didn't get that far, honestly.
You forgot to close the door, and then you like close the door. There's so many. Yeah, I love that one.
Man, me and my sister used to sing that.
There's one point too, PARiTY was you have to go to. It was like I think at the very end where you have to go like face each person that you've been with in the past, just so he could use the bathroom. It was so wild.
Games.
Yeah.
They need a remaster.
They do like
remaster. Buster Groove,
Yeah.
PARiTY the rapper.
Yeah, Buster Group 2, Soul Blade.
Soul Blade.
I also remember too. Smurfs had a go kart racing. Smurfs, and I remember playing that as a kid too. Yeah, go kart. Yeah. Anyways.
Smurfs, the blue guys, right?
Yes, the blue.
Okay, the blue. I was like Smurfs. I think I know Smurfs are.
Do you have any games that you guys are excited to play this, like in the end of the year or like?
So the I'm not really like good at like what's coming up. I know the Zelda.
The Zelda one's gonna be big.
Yeah, the Zelda game. Our boy Javi, he's gonna be playing that one.
Yes.
Javi's gonna take that one.
Nice.
And Final Fantasy 16.
Yeah, that's another one.
We got that one coming.
Who's playing that one?
Mike or Mariano. One of them.
I tried like playing Final Fantasy like on the Game Boy, but it couldn't get to me. I couldn't quite understand it.
Yeah, RPG's not for everybody.
Yeah. It's somewhere like games these days are very complex.
Yeah.
I'm like, I didn't go to college. I went to college, but I dropped out. But like, I should have just stayed in to understand these games because sometimes they're so confusing. Yeah. I have to take notes. I'm like, God, I feel like I'm in school again.
Do you think of notes? Do you take notes like in terms of like recording? Like, say you're trying to battle a boss. Would you take notes or just be like saying, hey, this boss is going to go on this side. I need to take a hit at him at this side. Do you get that way?
That's a good question, actually.
Because I know I've seen some other like YouTubers or game players. They would, like, say it's like a big boss battle and it's super intense. They would write down, this boss was going to do like this attack. I need a counter with this attack. Do you get that way? Or?
That's really a good question. I do if it's a very hard boss, or if I know it's going to be a hard boss. I'll just record myself playing it, kind of just sit back and watch what the boss does, and then I don't write it down, but I'll just remember like, okay, when it's called a tell. Yeah. When they do a move, they do something before the move. Yes. And so when you see the tell, you know what to expect. So I'll record it, me playing it. And then I'll just watch the video and see what the patterns are. Yes. And then that helps me get through a boss that's really, really difficult. Yeah. So yeah, I will do that.
Because I know I've seen also like Elden Ring is like a big one. Like I have Elden Ring, but they're intense with the boss battles. They're very intense. Very intense. So I remember I would just see like a boss just trying to come at me. And then I would be like, dude, he's bringing his knee again. He's going to do this. He's going to hit me with this. Yeah. So I'm just wondering if.
Yeah, you kind of like, you figure it out. But then the kicker is like, they'll have like a second.
Attack.
A second, like,
the next level.
After after that, they'll now switch it. Yeah. So everything you try to the pattern,
Yeah.
they're like, no, we're gonna
Yeah.
change it, and you're like, oh my god,
Yeah.
why?
You're like, why?
And I'm like, why are you guys doing this to me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm still fangirling. I love today.
yeah. This was really interesting and fun.
Yeah.
I didn't know I had so much to talk about, honestly.
No, you're really good.
But it was good questions.
I know. I just love gaming, so I just wanted to see
me
your
too.
perspective of how you guys like film it and
Mhm.
like how you guys play games in a sense in content creating, so to speak. Because I
Mhm.
do want to. I do kind of see myself in the long run. Like
Yeah.
I do want to be like a streamer or someone who plays like games.
I definitely think you have what it takes because you're so knowledgeable
No.
and you like to play video games. And if someone's like watching you,
Mhm.
you could like answer their questions or like
Yeah.
create conversation
Mhm.
or whatever it is. So
I feel like I may be too OCD for them. They're like, move on to the next
Yeah.
level. We've seen everything.
Stay in the room like
stop
an hour.
exploring. Hurry up.
No, yeah. I'm
That's
like,
the backlash, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Get on with it.
yeah. Like, continue. We've seen this ball 5 times. Kind of thing. I get that way too. It's like Pokemon. When I'm playing Pokemon, I will like scour the grass or like the field like till I'm ready to go to the next to beat the next gym leader. I
Mhm.
get that way. Or I would grind to make sure my Pokemon are all leveled up.
Yeah, super
Just so
strong.
I can pick the
There's a gym here, right, for Pokemon Go.
yes, 2 of them out there.
So
Where?
Yeah.
every time we record, she always go on Pokemon and battle
There's,
somebody
like,
or
2
catch
over-
Pokemon
yeah.
while we're in between like filming and stuff.
Especially with the raid, yeah. There's like new like legendaries. That's the only one I pay attention to. It's the legendaries, like Mewtwo or whatever.
Mewtwo,
Yeah,
dang.
yeah. So yeah.
I didn't play. I played Pokemon like Yellow and those on Game Boy.
Yes.
But I collected the cards,
Ah, okay.
which I still have.
You still
But,
have?
yeah, I still have them.
Nice. I had Pokemon cards like back then, and then yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking of
What happened to them?
I don't know. I move a lot, so I got lost. It's like a gate. Like how you say, I just want to collect the cards nowadays
Yeah.
because Pokemon card game now is getting a lot of traction. A lot.
Is
of
it really?
a lot of people. Same thing with Yu-Gi-Oh, but mostly Pokemon. Like I don't know if this is true, but like I know in Japan they say they kind of have to put like a small little ban on the adults, so that the children can play with the Pokemon cards.
Oh.
So it's getting intense. Yeah.
Is that Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon?
Pokemon.
Okay.
Yeah. Pokemon cards. Yeah.
Very good. I know one of our guys, Javi, he loves Yu-Gi-Oh. He's like a huge Yu-Gi-Oh guy. I think he like, I don't know, I think he battles or competitions or something like that.
That's cool.
He's very into that.
Do you have a favorite Smash Bros. Character?
When I play Smash Brothers,
I
I
feel like
use
you're a Game & Watch guy.
a what?
Like Mr. Game & Watch.
I don't know. Who that is.
No. It's the guy. He's like black and he's like a shadow figure.
Oh really?
Yeah.
No.
No.
I
Also
only-
Pikmin. You give
Huh?
me Pikmin vibes.
Pikmin? Why?
I don't know. I just feel Pikmin vibes.
Oh,
from
that's
you.
funny.
If you're Snake, I mean that's pretty cool.
Oh, you know, I did try Snake. He's cool, but he's very kind of difficult. But so me and my friend Wes, he used to live here. He comes to visit. I only started playing Smash because he was like, "Let's play Smash," like a year ago or something. So I only play when he comes over, and he picks Kirby. Why the look?
I mean,
you
Kirby's
know.
meta. Yeah, Kirby's good.
He's
yeah.
OP, right?
Yeah, he's OP. Yeah.
Yeah. See, even she knows. Kirby's OP. But he actually has been picking Cloud, and which is like his new guy.
Yeah.
And then I'll play Lil Mac.
Lil Mac.
Yeah.
That's from
Aw.
Punch Out, yeah?
Punch
Yeah.
Out.
Oh.
Yeah. Just because I was like, I like Punch Out.
Yeah.
And yeah, I like him. He's fast.
Mine, when I played it on the Wii, I was always Zelda and Sheik. So the
Oh.
toss-up. I liked it because Zelda Sheik was diverse. Like,
Yeah.
if I wanted to be Zelda, if I wanted to get more aggressive, I can be like Sheik kind of sense.
Yeah.
But now I'm leaning towards Zero Suit. I like Zero Suit. It's the girl in like the blue jumpsuit. She's like Metroid. So
Oh, yeah.
So Samus.
Samus, yeah.
Yeah. Sam plays Samus.
I haven't heard that name in years.
I know.
Samus?
I
Metroid.
love Samus.
Oh, Metroid, yeah.
They're still making Metroid, yeah?
They do. They just in the Switch they released Metroid. Like they remastered it to the Switch, and that's doing really good too.
Wait, Metroid. What's it called? Just
Not the other one. It's not the Dread. It's the latest one. I'm trying to see if it was the other M, or I'm trying to remember. It was like latest. Like it was from like the Wii. Like old. Like I remember playing it as a Wii. I think they remastered it.
They remastered it.
Mm-hmm.
I think we probably played that one.
Is it Prime? I think it might be
Metroid
Prime.
Prime remastered.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, we actually.
Yes.
Yeah, I think Mariana played that one.
Woo!
I think
So
I
Dread
don't know.
was the one for the Switch, and then they remastered a new one. I think it was Prime. I think so. Yeah, Metro Prime.
Yeah, that's the latest one from 3 days ago.
Oof.
3
I
days.
like the other M. Yeah.
Well, there's an article about us, 3 days ago. So I'm assuming that's the most recent one.
No, I think it is. Yeah, because Dread came like I think a year ago or so, and then Prime was latest like this year. Everyone was excited for that one. But yeah,
That game right there.
on the back.
The Benedict Fox one.
Mhm.
It's called a Metroidvania game. That's a genre.
No.
So it's got like Metroid
Same vibe,
vibes
same good
and
game.
Castlevania vibes. I actually never played Metroid, by the way.
No?
No, but it was hard.
It's interesting.
It
Metroid.
was very
yeah,
hard.
pretty much.
Metroid. I don't know. Was Metroid kind of like a 2D scroller?
I remember only the Wii version, so it was from like back in the day. But I remember.
I played the original one.
Yeah.
Did you really?
It's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
they're
remember
hard
the
games.
Wii version, which is like the other M or Dark Samus. Yeah, I remember that one. And Prime. Yeah.
Speaking of Metroid, like years later, you know how people do speed run?
Yeah.
So that game takes forever because you got like different bosses,
Yeah.
the underworld, whatever. But then I've
Yeah.
seen somebody beat it like in like 5 minutes.
It's-
Once you figure it out. And then
Yeah,
like, you
yeah.
know,
Because they're just computers. They're just
Yeah.
AI.
yeah, once you figure it out, and then I'm like, I was really impressed with that. Like 5 minutes it took you like weeks,
Yeah,
to finish it.
I think
Yeah.
another game I can't wait for you guys, hopefully, is a game coming out. Is Street Fighter 6. That
What?
one.
Up to part 6 already?
Yeah, I can't wait for
It's
that.
all
one.
new characters.
Our boy
Yeah.
Mystery is gonna be playing that one. I'm pretty sure because
So it's not a fighting game. It's
It is.
more like
Yeah.
Oh, it is a
So
fighting
it's
game?
still a
yeah.
fighting game, but they're like it's not like you can. They're taking it another level. It's like they're doing it like competition. Like it's like another like you can customize your own character. You can.
Yeah.
So there's campaign mode basically.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure from what I've seen in the demo.
Like it looks really good.
Yeah.
Street Fighter 6.
No, it looks amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Well, I hope today was amazing.
I had actually
Fun
a lot
times.
of fun
I know.
talking about myself all this whole time. I didn't know.
I
It
love
was nice, but thank you for asking those questions and
I'm so
having me
fangirling.
here in the first place.
Thank you.
Tried and true gamer.
Tried and
Tried
true.
and true watcher slash gamer also.
Yeah, yeah. No, I really grew up on you guys, and it just makes me
That's
feel
really
so
cool.
surreal. Yeah, this is happening.
Fangirl.
I am like gonna low-key cry,
Nice, nice.
Because you
No,
guys, you guys helped me a lot.
That's great. I'm glad that. Did you have like when you listen to the intro? A lot of people be like, "Oh, this intro is nostalgia. Like
Yeah.
it reminds me of like my childhood."
Yeah,
Is it
I
the same with
do
you?
get that way. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's been the same intro all these years?
I think that the music is the same, but I think we've changed the
Oh,
visuals.
okay.
Yeah. I
The
know.
theme mute.
Yeah,
The music,
Music,
yeah.
I just love it. Yeah, a lot of nostalgia.
So you guys are mainly on YouTube, right? Gamers Little Playground, but you do have social medias that
We do, yeah.
TikTok, Facebook,
Mm.
Mike's on Twitter. Yeah.
Zara follows all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
love this. Yeah.
Facebook, Twitter,
Follow
yeah, all
them.
those things.
Yeah.
Follow
Like I said,
them, support
Gamers Little
them.
Playground, 2.57, I believe, million subscribers now.
I'm one of them.
Over a billion. Yeah,
Thank
she
you.
rewatches it
so
over
much.
and over. Yeah, it's been fun, Kurt.
Yeah. No, thank you guys. I
Can't
appreciate
wait.
it.
Can't wait to watch Tears of Kingdom. That's my next one.
Yeah, yeah.
May 12th. Woohoo!
Are you playing that one?
No, that's Javi.
Okay. What are you playing like that's coming out like a big one? Do you know?
New one? I mean, I played nothing new, like really big coming up, but the last one was Dead Island 2, which
Yes.
was like,
That was
hell
you.
yeah.
That was
Yeah, that was me. I
you.
love that game. It was
Ah.
so cool. So cool. So that's the one I just played. But in the future, I don't know. I don't know what's in store for me.
This is the face of the man who did Dead Island. Yes.
Dead Island.
That's right. Dead Island 2. That's right. Anyways.
So if you have complaints, it was me. If you didn't like it, it was me.
Alright. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, and give the Gamers Little Playground crew a follow on the channel and support them. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ta-ta for now.
Bye, guys.